Hello, my name is Paulo, and today I want to explain to you the concept of the space of variations. It's a very interesting concept for you to understand quantum mechanics, law of attraction, and this is very, very interesting because many people, they get in this difficulty. What about destiny? You have, on one side, you have destiny, right? Everything has been written, everything is known, your future has been written. And on the other side, you have free will. So how do you put these two together? Now, reality transurfing has found a very, very interesting way to explain this. It's called the space of variations. And this is what I'm going to explain to you today. So welcome. Before anything else, I'd like to wish you a fantastic day. Whatever the time you're watching this video, whatever the variant you're watching this video on, and have a sip of our Stoic coffee. So let's begin. Straight to the point. How do we understand the space of variations and this concept of destiny? Everything is preordained and free will. It's very, very simple. Do you remember a series of books that was very, very popular in the 80s and 90s? It was called Choose Your Own Adventure. Now, the first one was this one right here. This book, it has 40 different endings. Now, the way these books were written was amazing. You see, you start the book, right? And the story begins like, okay, so you're walking in the forest and you see a cave. You enter the cave and you see a bright light a few feet away. And you continue walking. When you get to this bright light, and then you have three choices. Do you go to the left? Do you go to the right? Or do you go back? Now, the way these books were written was like this, right? I mean, if you go to the left, you go to page 40. It says there, right? If you choose to go to the left, jump to page 40. If you choose to go to the right, go to page 42. If you choose to go back, go to page 17, right? So you have these different choices. You decide which way you want to go. You decide which storyline you want to follow. Now, reality is very much like that. But you have to understand something about these books. You know, the interesting thing is that if you choose to go left, you go to page 40, and that page is already written. It's already written. It's already, the author, he already wrote that page. He prepared that part of the story. Now, if you choose to go right, you go to page 42, and that page is also already written. Now, if you decide to go back and go to page 17, that page is already written. So the concept of the space of alternatives is exactly this. You have alternatives. You have these different scripts that you can follow. You do not create anything. You choose which way you want to live. You choose the story that you want to live. So you do have free will. You can choose to go left, you can choose to go right, you can choose to go back. But you do not choose what happens next. You make your choice. It can be a good choice, it can be a bad choice. But you make your choice, and then what happens next is already scripted. It's already prepared. And then when you go to page 40, right, you go to the left, and then there's another alternative. There's another choice. And those choices are already written. They're already written. They're already scripted. So everything that has been, everything that is, everything that will be is already scripted, is already prepared. Now, you have these different alternatives. You have these different lines, and they are all ready. They are already prepared. Do you understand? So, in this way, you can understand very easily how you can have, at the same time, you can have destiny and choice, destiny and free will. You choose your destiny. You do not create your destiny. Now, the big problem with this, right, is that in reality, Transurfing, Vadim Zeeland, he explains right at the beginning, right? Right at the beginning, in the riddle of the guardian, he says, you choose your life. You can choose the life you want to live. Now, the problem is that you don't know you have a choice. And besides that, you also don't know how to make a choice. That's the big problem. And that's what we can begin to learn here. Now, do you understand this very simple this very simple concept? Because one of the bases, one of the most basic understandings that you must have to understand reality transurfing is that there is this space where there are all these infinite variations. And everything that ever has been, everything that is, everything that ever will be, is already scripted. It's like you're an actor and you can choose what film you want to be in. You can't change the script. You cannot change the script. You cannot choose to go left and go to page 40 and then you're going to write that page or you're going to rewrite that page. No, whatever is there is what you get. You choose your variant. You choose the storyline you want to live, and you can make this choice. So whatever you do want, whatever you want to attract to your life, whatever life you want to live, because in this book you have like 40 different endings. Now, in the space of variance, you have infinite variance. Infinite. And you know, the closest ones are very similar to the life that you're living right now, be it good or bad. And there are different variations, different variants that go to a completely different life. You can choose your destiny, but you cannot script it. You can choose among the available ones. And the good part is that they are infinite. I hope you like this video. I hope I made it easy to understand, because this is the easiest way I have found until now for people to understand how Transurfing works and the space of variance work. Thank you very much. Comments below. If you want more videos in English, let me know. God bless you.